Hey, I hope that you're off to a great week. This past Sunday, it was great to see so many of you in church. And in case you missed it, I wanted to give you just a quick review of what we talked about and encourage you to go back and watch or even rewatch Sunday's message. You know, this past Sunday, I talked specifically to kids and their parents as we highlighted a few verses in Ephesians chapter 6, specifically Ephesians 6, 1 through 4. Ephesians 6:1 says this, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." And then Ephesians 6:4 says, "Fathers, do not exasperate or provoke your children to anger. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord." You know, in summary, a child's responsibility is to obey, and a parent's responsibility is to train. Now, specifically, I mentioned 3 ways that children are to obey their parents. Obey right away, obey all the way, and obey in the right way. First, children need to learn to obey right away because delayed obedience is disobedience. Second, children also need to learn to obey all the way because partial obedience is disobedience. And then third, children need to learn to obey in the right way because disrespectful obedience is disobedience. We also talked about how sometimes our parenting styles unintentionally train our kids to disobey us rather than to obey. So we looked at 5 types of parenting to avoid. The threatening parent who lacks follow-through with all of their threats. The bribing parent who actually encourages conditional obedience as opposed to unconditional obedience. Then we looked at the controlling parent who makes all of the decisions for their kids. And then the rescuing parent who bails their kids out of the consequences for their poor decisions. And then fifth, we looked at the repeating parent who encourages their kids to push their negative behavior boundaries. You know, as you can see, we talked about a lot of different things this weekend. So I'd highly encourage you to either watch or rewatch this past Sunday service and then begin to apply some of the principles that we talked about in your own families. Now, if there's any way that we can help, feel free to reach out and we'll do whatever we can. I hope that you have a wonderful week.